if you're not doing things that you love, think about how much of your time you spend doing things that you love. Just literally stop for a second and think about that. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about something really important that I think is essential for all creatives, and that is burnout. If you don't know what burnout is, I'm going to keep this vlog very short to prevent burnout. But burnout is basically where you do so much and you run and run and run yourself until you hit a wall and you're finally like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I don't want to do anything. And you're just completely stressed, you're completely tired. For me as a creative, I have dealt with burnout a lot, but when you're somebody who is managing, doing content production, working with brands, vlogging, auditions, writing projects, all at the same time on top of, like, you know, being a parent and whatever else is going on, it can be a lot. So what I'm learning is like, you really have to, and I learned this as well, you have to really prioritize taking care of yourself and self just as much as you do your work. The other little tip I have is stop calling work work. And I know everybody's wired differently, but I'm one of those people that if it doesn't bring me pleasure or if I am not enjoying what I'm doing, then I'm not gonna do it. So let me just offer like a few tips to avoid burnout. And yeah, once again, I am not an expert, but I am a person who has experienced some things. And I'm gonna turn my TV down because I'm watching Christmas movies. I know. But let me turn down the volume and then we'll go from there. Okay, so one of the first tips I have to avoid burnout is breathe. I think it is so important, whatever your practice is, whatever your beliefs are, to take at least like 10 to 20 minutes a day, if not more, to just do nothing. Just sit and just exist within yourself. Typically in these moments, I like to like fully meditate, which you can look up. There's people who are certified in meditation and there's actual practices out there. I'm not gonna get on here and act like I'm some kind of professional in that I'm not. But there's different meditation techniques you can use. There's journaling, there's just existing. So I would say first thing, you need to ground yourself, stabilize yourself, and have some quiet time. Second thing, I was just talking about journaling, is writing. Write down how you feel. For me, I'm very visual. So like, sometimes I need to write down my feelings. Sometimes I need to write down what it is that's going on. The other one, this is a little weird, have a conversation with yourself. Talk out loud, you know, about what's going on and piece things together. Sometimes you can be your own best friend, your best like advice giver. That one sounds weird, but it's really similar to journaling. You just do it out loud. And if you feel crazy, maybe then don't talk out loud. That's okay too. The other piece of advice that I have is, and I just posted a vlog about this, you have to treat yourself. And listen, when I say that, I don't mean bare minimum, like where you're prioritizing stress over enjoyment. And I know that's like especially hard right now, just with like the nature of everything. But if you can, try to prioritize what you enjoy more than what you don't enjoy. I'm a firm believer in if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Don't give it anything. But everything is different for everybody. So that's not like, you know, straight across the board, like whatever you hate, just stop doing it. I would love to say that on here. I really would, because truly, if you hate something, why would you keep doing it? Really think about that. Is your time, is your energy, why would you waste that? It's so precious, right? So definitely prioritize your fun, your love, your pleasure, what you enjoy. If you don't know what you like, maybe it's time for you to isolate a bit and sit back and write down a list of things. This is what I enjoy. If you don't know what you don't like, that's okay. Write down what you don't like first. And then maybe from that, you can figure out this is what I do like, and then start piecing together little things of this is what I like. Figure out who you are outside of other people. I feel like your enjoyment and happiness should not be based on another person at all. That's okay, but that should not be the basis of your enjoyment, because that's just not a good idea. The next thing I would suggest is really leaning into like taking time off. Like take time off as much as you can. I think that too often we're worried about like, if I don't wear myself out, if I'm not grinding the midnight oil, I'm not gonna make it. There are some professions and some things and times where that is very true. Also, everybody's journey is different. Not all people are built to be the, everybody's not a, how do I say, a doer. Everybody's not the, I'm gonna work myself to the bone and I'm gonna get what this person has. Listen, you have to know what your design is. You have to know how you're made up. I'm gonna be real, they got some people who just sit and stuff just comes to them. You might be one of those people. They got some people that, yeah, you have to go out and get it, but it feels good to you. Listen to your body. What feels good to you? Are you a receiver? Are you a giver? Are you a it comes to me person? Are you a I love staying up for 12 hours, working, grinding 10 jobs, and you're actually happy and it just feels good? Like, what's fueling you? Because some people naturally, regardless of how our systems are set up in the world, as a human, you're just naturally wired that way, and then that natural tendency just fits into whatever structures we put in place. Does that make sense? So figure out your design and who you are. Like, don't do things just because somebody's saying you need to do this, because you're gonna feel when you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. So that's my, that's a huge suggestion. Like, figure out your design and what works for you. And if something or anybody's around you saying that's not who you, get rid of them. Just get rid of them. And that part's not as easy as well, I understand. But again, this is just my very blunt advice. I'm not a therapist. I would also say that with things like this, therapy helps, life coaches, advisors, all that stuff helps. Meditation helps, prayer helps. So don't look at these videos and think, oh, this is the advice, but I'm living with this person and they're not, you know, that is a lot more complicated and I understand, but just be aware, because awareness is a start. Final thing I want to talk about that kind of piggybacks on that is have fun. Like, and I think that just feeds into the whole pleasure thing. Like, have fun. Like, if you're not doing something, things that you love, think about how much of your time you spend doing things that you love. Just literally stop for a second and think about that. Think about your whole day. Are you like a little, like on a wheel, like a little hamster, just doing things? Are you actually enjoying yourself? When was the last time you actually enjoyed yourself? Not, you know, the little like, oh, you know, I did this and it was, no, like I really feel like it should not be where enjoyment is secondhand. That should come first. I truly believe that if you follow your enjoyment and your pleasure, you will always find enough. You will always have enough, you know? Some people are built to do certain things, others are built to do others. So follow your fun and follow your pleasure as much as you can, because then realistically, there's a lot. Trust me, I know there's a lot that comes with that. But I'm trying to encourage somebody. Hopefully this reaches somebody today and they're like, oh my God, this is my sign to like stop feeding into things I don't want. And I ask for a sign. I'm your sign. This is your sign. Me, the blonde-haired, big-eyed girl, is your sign. So if you see this, I hope this is for you. Comment below and say, oh my God, I'm so happy I found you. But I think that's it, you guys. I can do a longer version of this, but to avoid burnout, I'm doing a short version because I love myself. So thank you so much for being here. Check out my second channel as well. I am gonna be like flip-flopping content a lot. I'm figuring it out, but I'm like excited because I do have a plan. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'm blonde. You're awesome. And my lips are dry. I love y'all. And don't get burnt out. Go have you some wine. Actually, don't have wine. If you have wine, have like the healthy kind of wine and go relax, because that's another thing. Eat right, you know. Just take care of yourself. Go have a cupcake. I don't know. I love you guys. Talk to you later.